Elon Musk understands the agony that Ukrainians are going through at the hands of Russia's troops, and he has chosen to take it upon himself and act as a good Samaritan towards the country. We'll talk about how Elon Musk saved Ukraine from the darkness of Putin's army by offering Ukraine the Starlink satellite, a high-speed internet broadband network, and provided free charging for all electric vehicles at Tesla supercharging stations located anywhere in Ukraine. We owe a debt of gratitude to Elon Musk for his optimistic outlook on the future of humanity. From international leaders to the general public throughout the world, mostly everyone is deeply concerned about the conflict now taking place between Russia and Ukraine. It all began in the early hours of Thursday, February 24, 2022, when Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered his troops to invade Ukraine, particularly the city of Kiev. President Vladimir Putin sought to seize control of Ukraine on the pretense that Russia was protecting itself. Everything intensified on the same day, resulting in a severe crash that Ukrainians had never imagined could ever occur in their country. At the precise moment when the situation appeared to be getting out of control, citizens were being evacuated to other neighboring countries. At the same time, Ukraine's army began preparing to confront Russia's army, which was perceived as their rival. Almost the entire world is opposed to Putin's decision to send his army troops to invade Russia, which is why Russia has been subjected to severe sanctions from other government-owned institutions around the world, as well as top social media and big tech brands like Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Twitter, Instagram, and others. These companies have effectively barred Russia from using their platforms and services. Worse, Russian citizens despised Putin's dictated action, which prompted many Russian civilians to take their misery to the streets and protest for peace. So practically, the voice of a Russian citizen is for their government to end any further conflict with their western neighbor, Ukraine. But Putin, their president, turned a deaf ear to his people's cries and decided to take another callous measure against them, undermining human rights and citizens' freedom of expression. Putin directed that anybody spotted on the street protesting for peace between Russia and Ukraine be arrested. According to reports, Russian authorities have since arrested over 6,000 citizens for protesting for peace. We could say that's quite inhuman. Russia's army has made every military move conceivable to drive Ukraine, particularly the little town of Kiev, to its knees. Putin's army have bombed several properties, including buildings, institutions, and Ukraine's internet network provider. Everyone in Ukraine became disconnected from what was going on around the world, and most importantly, they were unable to communicate with friends and family in other cities. In fact, after becoming the target of a vast distributed denial of service assault, the websites of Ukraine's Foreign Ministry, Cabinet of Ministers, and Verkhovna Rada were offline for many hours during the attack. The attack also impacted some banks. Ukraine Vice Minister Fedorov called on Elon Musk to assist him with the Starlink satellite since their network service system had been destroyed. The Starlink satellite can quickly transfer vast volumes of data to any location on Earth, eliminating fiber optic connections. And the tweet reads, "At Elon Musk, while you try to colonize Mars, Russia try to occupy Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people. We ask you to provide Ukraine with Starlink stations and to address sane Russians to stand." Elon Musk delivered the Starlink satellite network to Ukraine a few days after reading Fedorov's post, intending to boost broadband coverage. Fedorov, Ukraine's vice prime minister, tweeted again as soon as the Starlink arrived. "Starlink here, thanks at Elon Musk," said, with a photo of a truck loaded with Starlink equipment. Musk responded quickly, tweeting, "My pleasure." Elon Musk then took it to Twitter once the Starlink installation was completed and tweeted an image of a Starlink terminal on a roof in Ukraine. According to the Eastern European news network Nexta, the satellites give connectivity at speeds of up to 100 Mbps, which is enough capacity to stream movies, play games, and work from home. However, the politician who urged Musk to launch satellite over Ukraine last weekend said that the nation had been subjected to Russian cyber attacks on its infrastructure. "With Russian attacks on our infrastructure, we need generators to keep Starlinks and life-saving services up and running. Ideas?" Mr. Fedorov tweeted. Engineer Musk said that solar panels and battery packs would be preferable to generators for powering the terminals during the fight, because it will not require gasoline to operate. More so, because practically all Ukraine borders have been closed, there is no way to import gasoline fuel and distribute it across Ukraine to power generators. So, without a doubt, only electric-powered generators will be perfect for this situation. Although Fedorov was one of the renowned persons to acknowledge Musk's support, some other Ukrainians also showed their appreciation on Twitter. Oleg Kutkoy, a Kiev-based engineer who installed the Starlink satellite, was happy to see it perform as expected. He expressed his excitement to SpaceX by tweeting, "Success! SpaceX Starlink is working in Kiev, Ukraine. The Starlink dish was placed right outside my window without any adjustments. Thanks at SpaceX team for your support." Thanks to Starlink, Ukrainians will be able to connect to the internet, receive real-time updates on what's going on in their country, and speak with loved ones in other cities. For one thing, Ukrainians who want to use the service would need to obtain a Starlink satellite dish similar to the ones SpaceX is delivering. However, it's unclear whether the number provided will be sufficient. Ukraine has a population of around 45 million people. Hence, Elon Musk and SpaceX have to think of massive delivery of the Starlink to Ukraine. At this point, we should all applaud Elon Musk for becoming a blessing, not only to the United States but also to the Ukrainians, and for creating a media of humanity to express freedom of living a convenient life with happiness. Unlike Putin, who is a dictator even to his people, Elon Musk and Tesla extended another great help to the Ukrainians, and this time it's about free charging to all EV vehicles across all Tesla supercharging stations in Ukraine. Tesla has a history of proactively delivering free supercharging services to EV owners affected by natural catastrophes. Take an instance from Hurricane Florence and the California wildfires of 2018, but this is the first time it's extending free charging to non-Tesla EV owners. Tesla debuted its open supercharger program in the Netherlands just a few weeks ago, enabling non-Tesla owners to charge their vehicles for a cost. The available supercharger program has been established in numerous European countries, including France, the Netherlands, and Norway. Non-Tesla drivers would need to download the Tesla app to be able to charge their vehicles at chosen supercharger locations. After delivering the Starlink satellite, Ukraine President Zelensky was seen in a video conversation with Elon Musk, thanking him, the tech guru, for his efforts. Ukraine's president even went as far as to ask Musk to visit the country after the conflict. Musk responded that he hoped to see the country. That will be a good edge for Elon Musk to establish another Tesla gigafactory and more of the supercharging stations, or even the Star base in Ukraine. So far, the open supercharger concept has been implemented in several European countries, including France, the Netherlands, and Norway. Tesla drivers would need to download the Tesla app to charge their vehicles at chosen supercharger stations available to anyone. Tesla's free supercharging offer for individuals affected by the Ukraine invasion is another move by Elon Musk's firm to assist in the unfolding situation. It's been weeks since Putin ordered Russian soldiers to enter Ukraine, which has claimed 352 civilian casualties, including 14 minors, since the assault began. According to UN High Commissioner for Refugees Filippo Grandi, an estimated 677,000 people have fled Ukraine for neighboring nations since Russia's incursion. For days, Russia has been attempting to take over Kiev. Still, it has been confronted with fierce resistance by the Ukrainian troops and people who have defended their capital city with rifles and Molotov cocktails. Some countries have urged Russia's President Vladimir Putin to withdraw his soldiers from Ukraine and put a stop to the catastrophe, but he has refused. Ukraine and even the rest of the world is going through a difficult time right now because the fight has caused economic inflation, particularly in the United States, where a liter of petrol was selling for $2 now sells for $5, which is sad. People living in civilized countries have most likely felt the harmful effects of the Russia-Ukraine clash. This is due to Russia being third in the world's largest oil-producing countries, and because all of Russia's export lines have been closed due to the sanctions, there is no way for the oil to be shipped to other countries when it is produced. Right now, most nations will have to buy oil from the United States and Saudi Arabia, the world's first and second largest producers of oil. How do you think the conflict between Russia and Ukraine will be settled? Will both countries resolve their differences amicably, or will it escalate more? Be sure to check out your favorite SpaceX video here.